Very much indeed for coming here this evening. It's a real delight and honour to see you all, to welcome you to this glorious bit of government real estate. I remember the first time I officially spoke in this room. I was on a little platform like this, speaking next to the Dutch Prime Minister after he and I had a meeting, and there was rows of journalists sitting here. It was only after we'd finished that someone pointed out to me that the painting behind us is a picture of the Dutch and British navies shelling each other vigorously. So I just hope there isn't something architectural, artistic, which is inappropriate to this occasion, at least as inappropriate it was to that one. Look, it's wonderful to see you all, and I'm so grateful to so many of you for the tips, the advice, the guidance, the suggestions that you are making to me and my team ahead of the business delegation, a sizable business delegation that I will be leading to India later in the summer. It will be the first and largest delegation of that kind since Prime Minister Modi was elected in that extraordinary democratic extravaganza. Over 500 million people are voting, the greatest act of democratic volition that the world knows, and also well-timed, I think, the visit, because Prime Minister Modi has been so clear and outspoken in his view that he wants to get the wheels of the Indian economy moving more rapidly. He wants to liberalise those parts of the Indian economy that need a further liberalisation. He wants to build on the major trading relationships that India has with economies around the world, not least that of the United Kingdom. And that is why I'm so keen to reach out to him and reach out to his administration with your help to seek out new opportunities where we can deepen and widen and enrich the already very strong commercial relationship that exists between our two countries. Everybody is familiar with the great cultural, historical and other links that bind our two nations together. There are more Indians living in this country, other than one other country, than any other place in the world outside India. India invests more money into the United Kingdom than the rest of the European Union put together. The United Kingdom is a major investor in turn in India. We have about £16 billion worth of bilateral trade between our two countries taking place per year. I think we could easily increase that to our target of £22 billion. And that is why I am so delighted that so many of you are prepared to travel with me. As you know, I'm seeking to create a delegation which focuses on some key sectors: aerospace, retail and education. It's an invidious choice, but I think it is best sometimes in these kind of ventures to focus on specific sectors, to build bridgeheads where they need to be built, to deepen relationships where they need to be deepened, and to find new commercial opportunities where those can be found. We'll be visiting, obviously, Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore. I'm hugely excited about the visit. I think in many ways we almost sort of take for granted the relationship that exists between our two great countries. We kind of assume that it operates on autopilot. But any relationship, however familiar, however well established, needs constant nurturing, needs constant attention. And that is why this delegation, timed as I say, just after the election of Prime Minister Modi and his new administration, is one which I hope will be as successful as I believe it could be. So thank you very much for enduring the heat of this reception. I spoke to someone just earlier who's just recently come in from their office in Bangalore and said it's hotter here than in Bangalore. I can barely believe that, but there you go. Thanks to all of you in advance who will be joining me, and thank you to all of those of you who won't, but are nonetheless doing so much to help strengthen the relationship, particularly the commercial relationship between our two great nations. Thank you very much.